Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for granting a few minutes of your valuable time. My name is James H. McCall, and I am your alternative candidate in 2008. This address of an important issue is being taped at my unofficial campaign headquarters, which is Charlie's Coney Island Restaurant in Bedford, Michigan. My presidential jingle, CD, which is my song, tells that security, health, and safety are major concerns to me. While national security has mainly to do with armed defense and homeland protection, and this is required by our Constitution, there's also the matter of the security of society. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, our Constitution, states that the Congress may raise revenues to secure national welfare. This is very vague. As in the case of my health care program, I feel that the federal government should enable or facilitate the Social Security of all citizens, even though a form of Social Security is not constitutionally mandated. The original intent of Social Security has been ridiculously diluted, expanded, and amended over the many years. And your government has seen fit to plunder what was established as a trust fund. No one else will openly and honestly tell you that if you desire to receive your just due benefit, many of you will have to pay for the privilege, at least in part, one more time. Current Social Security recipients must receive their qualified benefit. The money which you involuntarily contributed for many years to your own Social Security and the matching amounts sent to the government by your employers, which is your money also, are gone, squandered by the bureaucracy. We have a threefold problem with Social Security, basically. A, how do we get young persons off the current system and keep newborns from entering into the system? B, the Social Security of a person and or his family does not begin when said person retires. And C, how will the current system and an alternative system be funded? For the sake of argument, suppose that $1,000 were provided from government revenues into a bank account which is named at a child's birth. This would be for newly defined citizens only. This account may never be tapped by the government, and it will designate a beneficiary. At each anniversary of the child's birth, an additional $1,000 will be placed into the named account. Interest will accumulate tax-free, and parents or guardians may initially and annually match all or part of the $1,000 government deposits. No funds may be withdrawn until the person whose name is on the account either dies or retires. The best administration of this Social Security option and the health care program would be in conjunction with the universal ID card system. Current contributions to the Social Security program would have their levels frozen and be converted to a new system. This is a simple solution to a complex problem, and it will be the only program on which citizens may depend or rely. There will be no other participation or obligation by the federal government, period. If a 16-year-old child dies, his parent or guardian might receive $17,000 plus the value of any matching contributions and tax-free earned interest over the years. If a 35-year-old with children and a spouse dies, the estate may receive $36,000, again, plus the value of the matching contributions by parents and self, and tax-free earned interest over the years. Should a person live until retirement age, arbitrarily 70 years, his account will be valued at $71,000, plus, again, the value of matching contributions and the tax-free earned interest over the years. I do not have all the answers, nor is this a perfect proposal. There are the questions of disability and fraud and others that need to be addressed. My offering is merely an approach toward fairness, simplicity, and efficiency. We must have a beginning if there is to be a good ending. As I've always said, issues are often interrelated and either affect or are affected by other issues. New concepts must be wisely implemented and accomplished in phases for a smooth transition. Decades of ignorance, inaction, and oblivion toward the resolution of major national issues will not be totally negated overnight. For decades, it has not made one lick of difference whether the Democrats or the Republicans have controlled the administration and or Congress. If you vote in November of 2008, as you always have, how and why would you expect anything to really change for the greater good? Let us suppose that health benefits and taxes were taken out of the employer's payroll equation, with the exception of state and local withholdings. Now, thoroughly scrutinize and compare your total salary and wages to that amount which you take home in your check. What if your health care contribution and your employer's health care contribution were added to your take-home paycheck and not remitted to an insurance company? What if your deductions for Social Security, Medicare, and federal income tax, along with your employer's matching contribution to Social Security, were added back to enhance your take-home pay, not submitted directly to the government? The cost to the employer is no different. It's only a matter of distribution. Now the money is in the hands of the wage earner and the states where it is earned. Now you control the purse strings. Your revised take-home pay would exceed your former gross wages. Remember, healthcare, Social Security, and the federal operating budget will be funded by the national consumption or the national sales tax. You may save on a tax-free basis, or you may spend and be taxed on the human and natural resources that you consume. I will surround myself with experts in accounting, economics, healthcare, finance, government, and social science in developing this program. My commissions and committees will also have representatives from the general consuming and producing public, such as farmers, truckers, teachers, electricians, small business owners, state and local government officials, retail clerks, policemen, military personnel, senior citizens, and students. It can be done. It must happen. Thank you.